Hey everybody, this is Jimmy Carrane, host of the podcast Improv Nerd, reminding you to check out this week's special episode with our guest from Glee and Best in Show, Jane Lynch, heard right here on Feral Audio.
Slumber Party with Alie and Georgia.
I'm Alie.
I'm Georgia.
That's Georgia.
This is a slumber party.
So here's the deal. We record this in my apartment. We're in a pillow fort that we made. We painstakingly constructed a pillow fort out of like tattered blankets and couch cushions. You don't even see it.
We're not lying to you at all. This is like a legitimate pillow fort, blanket fort. It's happening.
And so we record. We have one of our favorite people in the pillow fort. We nab them. We put them in here. And then we talk about ghost stories and about embarrassing things that have happened to them.
Foods and crushes and just all kinds of slumber party topics.
And we give them cookies and wine spritzers. And then she gets real.
That's right. What are we drinking today?
I don't know. You guys are drinking something different. But here's what we had. We had some Vinho Verde, which is a favorite wine of mine. It's Portuguese.
White wine. And
then we mixed it with some port wine that Georgia got sent in the mail by Sandeman. I don't know. It looks like Batman is on the cover of the bottle.
It's really good. Sometimes, a lot of times we get alcohol sent in the mail at us, and it's like I assume what Christmas is like for you people.
It is. Only it's instead of one day of Christmas, you have 365 days of maybe I'll get a bottle of some free
hangovers. Yay!
Yep. So we're drinking that. We're eating cookies. Hey, Georgia.
Hey.
What did you learn this week?
Do you want me to go first? Do you want to go first?
I want you to go first.
All right.
We started the show with telling you one thing we learned every week. It could be something awesome. Georgia has a printout, which makes me already really, really afraid that mine is so dumb.
Too. Okay.
Ready?
This is what I learned this week. So there's this Tumblr called Did You Know? And I'm obsessed with it. They just have these random crazy facts all the time in the source, so you can click on it and it's not just like bullshit. Mm-hmm. So one of the recent ones was a photo of this dude, old-timey dude in front of his car. His name is Dominic Calgi of New York. He owned a car with the license plate 5V1732, which spelled out the exact date of his death, May 17th, 1932. And here's a photo of him standing in front of it.
What?
How crazy is that?
That makes me really sad.
So wait, give me back. So then I looked for a couple other interesting coincidences.
Okay.
And one of them is that in Detroit in the 30s, this fucking baby fell out of a window twice, which is like terrible, right?
I hope no one ever describes any of my babies as fucking babies. Okay, I don't even know if I'm going to have babies.
Terrible mom kept dropping her baby out of a window on accident. I'm serious. So it happened once and this man caught the baby. The baby was fine. A year later, this man was walking by and the exact same baby fell into the exact same man's arm. I swear to God, it's like a fucking fact. Fucking babies, right?
Fucking babies.
And then the other one is...
It's raining cats and babies.
I love this one. Edgar Allan Poe wrote a book called The Narrative of Arthur Gordon Pym. And it was about 4 survivors of a shipwreck. And they were desolate and they ended up eating the cabin boy named Richard Parker. And in 1884, a few years later, there was a ship that got stranded. And they ended up eating the cabin boy named Richard Parker.
Wait a second. Why are cabin boys so delicious? Like, why didn't, like, that no one's ever like, the porter happened to die first?
It's like lowest rank gets eaten first.
No.
Yeah.
That is incentive for promotion.
Survival of the top tier, I guess.
Can you imagine if he wrote home, he's like, hey, I got a promotion. I might not get eaten.
I'll get eaten second this time.
Damn. Parking spaces are nothing compared to not getting eaten rank. That sucks. Remind me never to be a cabin boy.
Do you think you would kill yourself or like let yourself die rather than eat a person? Like really when it comes down to it. Like think of yourself as in the worst possible, like really.
Okay. A couple questions. Number one, is the person already dead?
Let's say they're dying or dead.
Okay, they're dead. Do you like them?
Yeah, that's a big part of it. I don't know.
I think that if they're already dead and I'm like, I'm going to legit die here in a minute, I'd be like, well, shoot.
Okay, but what if...
Recycle.
What if you found out that they were plotting to kill you and eat you? Would you kill them and eat them?
You mean if they're still alive and kicking?
Yeah.
Ugh. God, can't I just run away and eat some acorns?
Yeah.
Is that a possibility?
Yeah.
I think if someone were going to murder me and I were incredibly hungry and I had an opportunity to murder them and eat them, I think I'd do it.
Okay.
YOLO.
It's legit.
You know what I mean? You really only live once.
Okay, what's your...
You really might as well eat someone else's body.
What's your thing?
Mine are lame.
Let me hear it.
They're no fucking babies. There's no gravity-prone infants. There's no dead... Okay, I'm going to give you 2, just because you gave 3 Whoppers, and mine are lame. Celery? Mm-hmm. Y'all know celery? Mm-hmm. It was once a very high-fashion food, and it was served in, like, ornate vases at tables. And people were like, ooh, celery.
Oh, munch on some celery.
I wonder if anyone had, like, you know how people do bone luges? I wonder if they ever had, like, celery luges, where they just, like, they put broth down it.
Celery being a high fat... I mean, I guess it's pretty, because when it flowers, and it, like, sprouts on... What does it do? Leaves itself up.
Sure, George.
Have you ever had celery soda? Celery soda by Dr. Brown.
Don't care for it.
My dad, whenever we go to a deli, orders it. And I feel like he does it just to be weird because it is disgusting. Mm-hmm. Although I bet it'd be good in a Bloody Mary.
Once a high fashion food. And then this one is just a practical scientific application of things. Okay, so you know how if you brush your teeth and you drink orange juice, or if you brush your teeth and you drink a wine spritzer in a fort
right now,
and it tastes like ass, and you're like, why is this happening in my mouth? Okay, so this is why. Okay. Do you care?
Yes, I'm interested.
This is why it's terrible. So there's an ingredient in toothpaste called sodium lauryl sulfate, which is really its only function is to make things foamy, which you don't really need in toothpaste, but they put it in toothpaste because they think that you'll be like, oh, sweet, it's foaming. I'm gonna have a clean ass mouth.
Clean ass mouth?
Yeah. You can use it anywhere. And so you don't really need it, but it has this property of making your taste buds not be able to taste sweet, but be able to taste bitter and sour in a heightened way.
Wow.
So what it does is sodium lauryl sulfate just creates useless bubbles, and then
in addition
it fucks with your taste bud shit for a little bit until it wears off. And that's why orange juice and I
thought it was just because your mouth was so clean and refreshing.
Nope. And then if a fucking baby falls out of the sky on you, it tastes so weird.
The baby tastes terrible that you eat it because you need to survive.
Those were pretty lame ones. We have a guest in the fort right now. Her name is Grace Helbig.
Don't start this was a pretty lame one.
What, mine?
No, yeah, that was great. We have a guest in the fort today. Yeah, that was great. We have a guest in the fort. Our friend, we're really excited about her being here. She's wearing pajamas.
Mm-hmm. She's so in pajamas. Her name is Grace Helbig. You may know her from the internets. She is, from Lowe's commercials, which I see on Lowe's commercials all the time.
Yeah. She's on YouTube channel Daily Grace, and
look that shit up.
Look it up.
So good.
Oh, thanks.
So charming.
Yeah,
You
so
guys
hilarious.
are so sweet.
She moved here recently to LA from New York. Grace, what have you learned this week? Anything?
Okay, here's what I learned. Because I moved from New York, I had to get a California license, and I had to take the written test to get my license.
It's rough.
It's real rough.
Yeah.
I heard that you could cheat before you go. So I didn't study anything, but when I got there was a police officer watching everyone take their test. And I was like, oh, fuck. And you can only get 3 wrong if you already have a license and are just like changing states. And I knew I had at least like 15 of these 30 wrong. They're so bad. So then finally the police officer walked away, and I just started looking things up on my phone.
Grace, you cheated?
I cheated. And there were these 2 Chinese girls next to me that took the test in Chinese, and they took it in literally 3 minutes and got perfect scores and handed it in. And I was
Chinese,
like,
man.
they're so smart. But I learned that the most interesting thing to me on the test was smoking inside a vehicle when a person younger than 18 years of age is present is illegal at all times.
Really?
In California. Yeah.
Really?
You cannot smoke inside of a car with anyone under the age of 18.
What if you're 18 and you're dating a 17-year-old?
Right.
And you want to have a cigarette?
Well,
Too bad.
you're also a rapiste.
You're a
You're a
statutory
statutory rapiste.
rethink your life completely.
I think none of that applies once you go inland farther than 15 miles.
Yeah.
I think, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like the farther inland you get, the bigger goatees get, and the more moms smoke in minivans.
Yeah.
Did you pass?
I passed. I passed because I cheated.
How many did you have wrong that you figured out? Once you cheated?
I stood up to get in line for them to grade it, and then
terrifying.
I was like, "Oh, let me check to see if I have any emails on my phone." And I checked, and then I was like, "Oh God, there's like 3 of these that are wrong." Because when you go online, it gives you the actual questions and answers. Like there's all these practice tests, and so I was like, "Oh, I forgot to fill one in," mind and like went back down and just erased all of these, and then just kept like my phone down and would look up over, because you're in these little cubbies, would look up over the cubby to see if anyone was looking, and then like look at my phone. So it was the most obvious form of cheating ever.
I wonder what would have happened if you got caught, I wonder.
I don't know. There's all these signs that it's like no cell phones, no cell phones. And right after I left, one of the officials or whatever switched over from this man to this woman, and this woman was making everyone turn off their cell phone in front of her before they sat down to take the test.
You got lucky.
So lucky.
Well, I'd just like to say congratulations on your
thank you.
Your LA driver's license.
Thank you. Yeah, so now I have to wait in the mail for the actual license to come in.
Did you take your glamour shot picture? Were you like...
I tried to do something, and I just tried to look like smarmy, like eyes wide open, like excited smarm, and it just looks like... I have a mental disability.
Well, maybe if you get pulled over, the cop will be like, "Oh, you're crazy.
You shouldn't really be driving, but equal opportunity."
Disabled blonde girl.
Yeah.
All right, let's. Oh, sorry.
I was going to say, I suggested you should have done Grace face. Grace has this thing where she puts her fist under her chin, and it's apparently Grace face. And you get, how many people send you pictures of doing your Grace face?
I don't know. It never really was like a thing until people started sending me pictures of themselves doing it and calling it Grace face. I've never called it Grace face myself. And now I started selling T-shirts that have like a fake arm drawn on it to make it. But everyone thinks that it's a white power T-shirt because the arms are like white, and I don't know why I didn't see it before. Like I submitted the design.
It's like a fist, like a rising fist.
Yeah. So it looks like white power, or it looks like people that are really into fisting. So it's like really complicated message.
Also, there's a swastika on the back of it.
Yeah, you're gonna move some units, girl.
Yeah,
I'm saying.
I have this friend that takes the most hilarious license photos, and he always makes a point to like do something ridiculous. His name's Joe, and he does found footage with his friend Nick. His driver's license right now is him in a mesh tank top wearing a neck brace, looking straight ahead, and he's got a big mustache. It's the most amazing license photo. It's so
That's
great.
Brilliant.
I know.
Fuck the system.
Yeah,
man.
For real.
Right?
I feel like I could never live up to that kind of beauty.
No.
I wonder what they would do if I wore a fake mustache, fake in air quotes mustache.
If you grew
They
your
can't
mustache.
tell you to take it off.
Right?
They can't?
I don't think so, because I think like you're not allowed to make like a crazy smiling, like gaping mouth face. Like you have to kind of look like yourself, I guess. But I can't imagine that they would tell you to take off an accessory.
Allie, I dare you.
God, I want to take my photo again so bad.
I have one coming up, and it's going to be all about the unibrow, I feel like.
Oh my god!
Right.
I want to go with you and dance mom coach you from the sidelines.
Smile, Georgia.
Smile, Georgia. Sparkle.
What can I do? Like a
Sparkle.
glamour shot? Remember those?
Yes.
Oh yeah, we'll bring a boa.
What's it like to have like a cult following? Like people sending you photos of Grace face?
It's awesome and weird at the same time.
Weird, right?
It's very strange. It's really sweet and nice, and also very, very strange, because the internet's so anonymous. You just see these numbers. They don't really mean anything of views and subscribers, and it's hard to associate that those are actual people until you meet them in real life or you see photos from them. We did a show in New York before I moved out here called YouTube Ladies Live with myself and Mamrie Hart and Hannah Hart, Cheska Lee, and the girls from Amoda Style, Shamika and Molly. And the audience was like all teenage girls, and we did it on like a Tuesday night at 9:30, not thinking that anyone would really come to it. And it was great, and all these girls came up to us afterwards. This one girl rode on a bus from Virginia to New York that night to see the show.
Holy shit.
Really, really crazy. So those kind of stories are so sweet, and then it's like, I'm your role model. I'm not a good role model. I have no position to be like influencing you and choices that you should make in your life. So it's good and weird.
Yeah,
Strange.
I get it.
Real strange.
Should we do that? Okay, so we're going to do a new format where we have a cute little vintage clutch purse, and we wrote down a bunch of like topics, like slumber party.
These are slumber party games. Georgia's holding this this adorable clutch. She has some things. She's going to draw a slumber party game out.
Do it.
Do it.
Pick one, so it's like more
Get it.
random.
Okay.
Pick one. Hand
Right,
it
here
to
you
the
go.
redhead.
I wish.
Okay, I'm handing it.
All right, here's what you have selected. Oh, okay. This is pertinent.
Okay.
Internet crushes.
Yeah, who's your internet crush? Doesn't have to be a dude, obviously.
Is there someone that you stalk that you want to be friends with?
Internet crushes. Oh my god. Okay. This is like puts me in a pedophilia profile.
Fucking baby.
Yeah. Oh god. It's so. I just got into a lot of like British YouTubers. So I watch a lot of YouTube because you have to kind of see what's going on in the environment, make sure you're not like copying anyone directly, and also it's just easy to get sucked in and watch a lot of YouTube videos. I started watching these two twins, boys from England, named Jack's Gap, and they look like two little Abercrombie and Fitch models.
How old are they?
They're 18. I looked it up. I watched like one video and then I was like, okay, before I go any further, let's Wikipedia this.
You can smoke in the car with them.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly. And they are just adorable. And it's one of those things where you watch and you're like, God, if I was in high school.
What do they do?
They just talk and are cute and they have accents and they're adorable. And they did a video about like smashing pumpkins in slow motion and I loved it, even though it was the stupidest thing.
You get away with a lot when you have an accent and you're 18.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, exactly.
British boy.
I kept thinking, if they didn't have accents, I would hate them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
How's their bone structure?
Beautiful.
I knew
It's
it.
like jawlines for days.
Oh,
It's amazing.
I knew it.
Yeah.
I knew it.
When there's a guy with an accent, I always feel like I'm being duped a little bit.
Yeah.
Really?
Like a British accent, I'm like, you could trick me really easily.
Yeah.
Because I could just,
You
you
just
could say
believe it?
anything.
You just believe it?
Yeah.
Because if you took a guy that you weren't attracted to at a bar that you thought was stupid, and then you switched their voice,
Totally.
it would be a weird change of events.
He could be wearing cargo shorts and sandals, and then he has a fucking British accent. You're like, oh, you're not a jock. You're like a
Yeah.
sensitive British guy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I went on a date with a guy with a British accent, and I was like, "This is gonna be awesome."
Yeah.
I was so bored.
Really?
Yeah, and I thought I was like, "This, your accent can carry us at least until midnight."
Yeah.
But I found out this is the worst. I went on like 3 dates in a year where I found out on the date that it was the guy's birthday. Where I was like, "This
What?
is so weird." But like, it would be like, "Oh well, it's actually my birthday tomorrow," and I was like, "What? What am I
That's
supposed to
weird.
do now? I have to
Yeah.
hang out till at least midnight or something."
And you're like, happy birthday.
Like I don't know what kind of thing I owe you because it's
Yeah.
your birthday, but I would like to leave. But there was a British guy, and I was just like, I gotta
That's
hang out
so
till
weird.
midnight.
That's such a weird bomb to drop on someone.
I think I don't know. The night before my birthday, I feel like I don't know.
That's like the equivalent of asking someone on a first date on Valentine's Day.
I know,
Yeah.
right? You met your fiance on Valentine's
Yeah, but
Day.
we didn't go on
though.
our first date on Valentine's
But
Day.
not even that, because it's like you know when Valentine's Day is, but it's like you don't know
Yeah.
when their birthday is. So it's like
It's
for them to tell you,
trick.
then what are you supposed to
I
do?
know. I got
Be like,
shanghaied.
I'll pay for dinner.
Yeah, you can't. You have to pay at that
Yeah.
point.
I know.
It's
I
not
bought
a good trick.
I in every occasion I bought like way more of
Yeah.
the rounds of drinks than I. And I was like, oh no, and then there wasn't more than a date for each of them. Oh wait, do you have an internet crush, Georgia?
Internet crush right now. Let me think.
I have one.
You go.
I have it. His name is @fart.
Yeah, the Twitter.
Love him.
What is that?
His name
great.
is John Hendron. I think that's his real name. He's in San Jose, and he's just.
So funny.
It's just he's just surreal, embarrassing. Twitter. He's very well followed, but he seems kind of schlubby, and I don't know if he lives in a basement in San Jose or not. But his Twitters
What is the comedy or was
it's
it?
like it's comedy, but it's like it's usually like kind of surreal scenarios that are like embarrassing and vaguely either filthy or sexual.
Perfect.
Yeah. So I'm always like, oh, fart, you did it again.
Got me again.
I'll have to come back to my internet crush because all I can think about is that cat that's pouting, but I actually don't like it that much.
What cat?
You know that
There's a
fucking cat?
There's a cat that's like the most unhappy cat in the world.
It's pretty adorable.
I forget its name.
I don't know, but it's like pouty cat. I think
It just
it's
looks
retarded.
sad all the time, and it's great.
It's like a meme at this point.
It is.
I want it.
It looks like what's his face from Parks and Rec as a cat.
Oh, Ron Swanson.
Yeah, there's also a Tumblr called Cats That Look Like Ron Swanson, and it's amazing.
Wow.
It's just like, and so many cats look like Ron Swanson.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Do you think he knows that? Ron Swanson?
He must.
But he doesn't look like that in real life. He's actually
No.
very handsome.
What?
He gains a lot of weight for that role.
Really?
Does he really?
Yeah, and he doesn't have the mustache. I actually have a really big crush on him, to be
Yeah.
totally honest with you.
Wait, that mustache
he's so
is
nice.
real though. It grows out of his face,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, but
Yeah.
he grows it for the role.
Well,
and then he gets rid of it.
But so then he is actually attractive in like 2007 then. Like how
Yeah.
can you say that he is actually attractive if he's looked that way for like 3 or 4 years?
No, but when the season's over, he loses all the weight and
He
shaves
does?
it. Yeah.
That seems like a lot of work.
That's very Bridget Jones' Diary.
Handsome.
Yeah.
That's very Renee Zellweger.
He's on. He was just on Children's Hospital, which I love, and he just was like this gruff alcoholic cop, and I was like, I love you so much.
I will be Googling him.
I want to be their child.
Who?
Megan Mullally and
Yes.
He's so great.
They're married.
I know. What a
Yeah.
great
For
marriage.
Now, I don't know.
Forever.
No, you can't believe in marriage.
I know. Danny DeVito, Amy Poehler, Will Arnett. It's just
Yeah,
all...
but I bet
all
Danny
crumbling.
DeVito's into some fucked up. I've heard he's into some creepy
Really?
shit.
Yeah.
If someone's like, I was at a strip club and Danny DeVito was there and he was trying to get me to come back to his house or something, I would be like, I believe you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not saying Danny DeVito has ever done that.
Right.
I'm just saying I would believe it. What else you got in your purse?
All right. Ready for another one, Grace?
Yeah.
Okay, pick one.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So if you had to quit
Every single one is, oh, this is not as terrible as I thought it would be.
Pleasant surprise.
This isn't embarrassing.
What's your worst diarrhea? No, okay, if you had to quit your life and start new, what would it look like? What would you do? If you had to quit your whole life.
I had to quit life?
or just
Like, quit your
Does that mean
lifestyle.
like quit my person?
No. You don't have to quit your boyfriend.
You had to-
No, like
make-
my
oh.
personal person? Like, do you mean like I could come back as a boy and do
No,
something,
no,
be
no,
like
no.
the president?
Okay, you know why I wrote this question? Because mine would be that I would move to like Kentucky and be like a diner waitress, like that kind of thing.
I
like
think that
roller
is
skate on the
so-
weekends and
That's so optimistic.
live in a trailer park.
It sounds awful.
It sounds interesting to me.
That sounds so awful.
Yeah.
What would mine be?
Are you giving yourself the option of like, if I could quit my life, I would be like one of P. Diddy's concubines? Like, is that even an option?
Have I thought about that?
Like, or are you limiting yourself to like shit that's feasible?
Actually, no. Wait, are you saying I couldn't be one of P. Diddy's
I'm sure that
concubines?
you could.
No, I think it sounds like a relaxing existence.
How?
I don't know.
But would you know, if you quit your life and started new, would you know this life that you're in right now to compare it to?
Yeah, I guess, okay, if things got bad and, like, if things got stressful enough here and unhappy enough here, what would I... This is a
what
really
if that-
depressing question.
No, but
It's
what
just
if,
getting really personal.
It is.
what if you lived in this trailer and there were like silverfish in it and you smelled like gravy all the
No,
time?
it'd be a cute little Airstream trailer.
It could still have
cute.
silverfish
My
in
life would still be cute.
Yeah.
it. Earwigs?
My life would still be charming. I wouldn't become a disgusting person, like a hoarder all of a sudden.
What if you always had gravy crusted on at least one part of your body? I was a waitress for a while, and and I worked at a sushi place, so that there was soy sauce all over everything.
Yeah.
And I remember this one girl who trained me my first day. I loved her. She telling me a story about how one time she came home from work and she had like a kind of a crusty brown smear on her, and her boyfriend was like, "What is that?" And she's like, "I don't know. Is it poo?" And she licked her finger.
She
wet
tasted it.
smelled it, and she's like, "Oh, thank God, it's just soy sauce."
Oh my God.
That's terrible.
Yep, I was doused in miso for like 3 years. Anyway,
Yeah.
so diner
All right,
waitress.
So what would you
no.
guys...
So what would you do?
Yeah.
Gracie face.
I don't know. Sometimes I always think about like if the entertainment world got too much, I would just quit and go somewhere like more relaxing and peaceful and like start an Etsy shop.
Yeah.
And make some kind of product, make something, do something
Crafting.
creative, but kind of off the grid. Yeah, I don't know exactly where that would be. I think I wanted to be somewhere warm and somewhere interesting where there's still stuff to do. I don't know if I've actually... Yeah, right?
like
This
Sedona,
episode is sponsored by Sedona.
I've been watching the show Alaska: The Last Frontier. Alie, I made you watch it the other day.
I
Have you
watched
seen
the
it?
shit out of it.
Oh, I would go there instead. I changed my
Really?
mind. I would go there.
It gets very cold.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm not good with cold.
No, me either. I don't like
I
cold.
don't either. Alie, what about you?
Oh God. I would go into science. I think
legit.
I would revisit painting, or I would go into like entomology, and I would just be like, that girl that's like, oh, am I still wearing my lab coat to Trader Joe's? I'm sorry. 'Cause I would just be that into my job, and
Yeah.
I would probably classify like beetles and larvae all day.
Cool.
If I had the patience to go to school, I would maybe become a forensic detective,
Yeah.
or just work in a mortuary.
That's uplifting.
Yeah, be a crime scene investigator. Oh my god.
Oh my God.
I love that. Okay, I
Yeah.
changed my mind. I want to be a crime scene investigator.
Really? I feel like with your wealth of knowledge from all of the books
Yeah,
and
so
the
much.
true crime shows that you watch, you'd have everyone go, oh, I saw
Case
this on
detective. I'd be
Lifetime.
cold case detective.
Is Snapped still a show? There's a show.
Oh, I stopped watching them, Alie. I
You
forgot
did?
to tell you.
Did you ever know that Georgia had a true crime addiction?
No.
I get really depressed and I watch these true crime shows for hours on end.
Yeah, they can suck you in.
Yeah, so I gave them up. I was going to tell you, Alie. I gave them up, and now I'm watching HD TV all the time instead.
I think it's a good substitute.
It's good,
like
right?
a much more uplifting substitute.
I think it is. Do you have anything you're addicted to? Any shows?
Yeah, I watch Real Housewives of everywhere.
Really?
I love it.
But
I
you're
love it
such a
so
smart
much.
girl.
But that's why I love it, because I love looking at women that are older than me that seemingly have more advantages than me that are pieces of shit.
Wow.
And it just makes me feel a lot
Why?
better.
It makes you feel better about yourself?
Yeah, because when I watch Dance Moms and I watch Toddlers and Tiaras, and that makes me feel sad. Or 16 and Pregnant, because I'm like, they're younger than me. They have like their whole lives ahead of them.
They're throwing everything
And
away.
like Teen Mom,
Yeah.
and like, everything's kind of fucked up for them. That's really sad. But these women have every like quote unquote privilege in the world, and they are just shitty people.
It's
And
crazy.
it's just so fun. It's very easy to watch. It's like real time drama. Andy Cohen, he knows what he's doing.
Do you ever get, I shrivel up like in the presence of conflict, and sometimes I'll
me
be watching
too.
it and I'll just get so uncomfortable, like a
Yeah.
kid whose parents are divorcing.
Yes.
And I want to
don't-
hide under something.
I don't like conflict. I used to not like fighting, like boxing and that sort of thing. I could never watch. But now I've gotten more into UFC.
What?
Yeah, I know. I used to hate it so much, and now I see that it's like a sport and it's strategy, because it's not coming from like a mean place. Like, I hate bar fights. I was on a subway once in New York at night, and all of a sudden all of these like inner city kids get on the subway and they're like, everyone clear the subway, there's gonna be a fight. And I was like, what? And then all of a sudden these two girls just started like fighting like crazy, and I instantly like just turned into like one giant hive and was like, I need to get out of here, and like went to the next car, and we couldn't get off the train because it's still going. And they fought for like 4 stops on the train.
Crazy.
It was crazy, and it made me like nauseous, sick to my stomach. And when I first started watching UFC, I used to hate it and feel the same way too. And then I realized like, oh, this is a sport, and they stop fighting as soon as like it's over and someone like gives up. It's not like one of those vindictive bar fights where people just fight.
So
for
it's like it's a choice that these people are making, and it's something they're trying to win.
right.
And it's their career.
Right. And it stops when it's over.
Yeah.
Whereas like a bar fight doesn't stop when it's
and there's
over.
crying involved.
Yeah.
Oh, when you see a bar fight and then one of the dudes is yelling at the other one, he's like crying, and he's like,
Ugh.
"Oh my god,
I
that's
hate
worse."
it.
I saw
hate it.
these two when I first moved to LA. I got invited to a party that I didn't realize was a Scientology party until I was like, "What's Lisa Marie Presley doing here?"
Why is everyone wearing black and white?
Yeah, and then someone gave me a pamphlet, or someone
Yeah.
offered me a pamphlet, and I was like, "Well, I'm good." But there were a couple of like guys in it, like actor Scientologist guys, who were like fight clubbing outside.
Oh, what Scientologist Fight Club?
I didn't know this, and like it was the most brutal, like in real time fight I'd ever seen. Like the sound of the
sound
real
of punching
yeah,
faces
yeah,
was
yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
Oh, and it was just, and then they kicked the shit out of each other for like 5 minutes, and then got up and hugged, and I was like, I need to get home immediately.
Grace, have you ever been in a fight?
Never. I hate fight. When I was in high school, I used to walk home from school sometimes, and the only way you could walk home was by going down through the back parking lot.
You're from Jersey, right?
From Jersey, yeah. And so that's where people would have fights, because there was this fence, and the fence marked the end of the property for the high school. So you couldn't fight on school grounds. So people would fight outside this fence whenever they wanted to have fights. And you could see it from the back of the school. And anytime I would go to walk home and I would see people fighting outside the fence, I'd just like wait inside until it was over, because I hate fights so much.
That's okay. That's good.
Yeah. This started with Real Housewives. And got
I know.
off track.
Real.
I know.
Yeah.
If you were gonna watch a Real Housewives, like one of the franchises,
Yeah.
which one should you dive into?
Right? I mean, my favorites are New Jersey, Beverly Hills, and New York.
I love that you have 3 favorites. How many franchises? How many
There's
seasons?
don't
so
even
many.
know.
Okay, so there's oh god, there's Jersey, New York. Miami's like my least favorite. There was Washington D.C. Atlanta, Beverly Hills, Orange County, and then
Jesus.
I don't think they have one in Texas, but they had Most Eligible Dallas, which is just about all these singles that lived in Dallas, and they were all horrible people.
What's the one with the old woman who's someone's mom who has just this face
that looks that looks like it's made out of prosthetics.
She looks like a burn.
That's Miami, and it's hard to watch when she comes on.
Yeah, it makes me so. I sometimes will stop on the channel if she's on it.
Yeah.
And just gawk and.
It's like, how does it exist?
And how do people take her seriously?
I want to
know.
see like a Real Housewives of Portland where they out compost each other.
Yeah,
Do you
my
know what I mean?
God.
Like, oh, you don't use canvas grocery. Oh, okay.
Or you don't shave?
I do.
No shaving. Got it.
Real Housewives of like Chicago, where they're all just like so nice and doing potluck dinners all the time.
Of Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly.
I made you some cookies.
We should do that. We should do like a video of like a Real Housewives of Los Feliz.
Oh my God.
Super nice.
Oh, are you going to the Bon Iver concert tonight?
I think it's pronounced Bon Iver.
Oh, wait, is that what you think? And then we'll just get into like a.
I want to sometime when I can get into a social situation where I can mispronounce quinoa as quinoa and just keep doing it.
Yeah.
And keep doing it until whoever I'm talking to just kills themselves.
Yeah.
I love
Quinoa.
quinoa. I had a quinoa salad. It was really, really good. It's quinoa. Just quinoa. Because you know that in Los Feliz, someone would kill themselves.
Yeah.
Whatever. Okay, what's our next game?
All right, pick another one.
Okay.
We're not going to play Spin the Bottle with you, by the way.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Unless we empty this bottle of port. Okay. Oh, this
Oh,
this
man.
question.
Oh,
This
Part of these
plagued
questions
me.
are Allie's reaction.
I'm so sorry.
This is like the rest of the.
Okay, I'm going to preface this with the confession that I'm not afraid of dying because I feel like it's just going to be sleeping. It's going to be awesome. The Shanghai element of it, not knowing when it's going to happen, is the most terrifying thing. But the most terrifying thing is the idea that my family and friends will have to go through all of my shit and find like old journals and stuff. And that to me, just like, that's worse than death itself. So this question is, what's the most embarrassing thing your family would find when cleaning out your house after you die?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
If you need a moment to
It's a
think,
real
I'll tell
light
mine.
question.
Yeah, you can tell yours. I need a moment.
We have the hard hitting. What was yours? Your journals?
Oh, I have
your
this
goth journals.
I have this. No, my goth era was like, I was pretty like hard on sleeve, but I had a time in my life when I was 12 when I journaled copiously and it was just the most caustic, like angry, terrible stuff about my sisters and about what I thought they thought of me.
Oh.
And it was like this blue silk covered journal, and I think it exists somewhere, but every time I move I find this lock box. It's like a safe that has a lock, and I've long lost the key, and it weighs
my
like
God,
10 pounds.
what's in it?
I have no idea, but I just know whatever's in there.
Oh my God.
Y'all, this
Dude.
is
You
recorded.
can pick that lock real easy.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. It's
my
gonna
Allie,
come
on a
out.
very special episode of Slumber Party, we're fucking opening.
Yes.
I'm so
Yes.
afraid because I know that if I lock that away from anyone else,
Can't wait.
there's some embarrassing shit in there. And it's in one of these boxes, and I'm just so afraid of like we should look at it. She may have put some savings in here or something, and then crack it open. My dad's going to be like, Allie was a fucking bitch when she was 12. Like, I hated all my school.
I cannot think of anything but opening that.
I know.
It's somewhere in this apartment, and I just think like, I used to hide journals underneath the lining of my hamper too, just because I'm embarrassed of my own thoughts.
I threw mine away.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
I threw it, yeah, because when I moved here, I got rid of so much stuff, and I had like journals / notebooks / like schedule planners from college that had like, personal stuff in it, and I just threw them all away. And I was like, I hope no one goes through my garbage.
Some garbage man has those now. I feel like garbage men are probably these untapped, amazing story people, and I feel like that they have a collection of journals.
Or just all the homeless people that go through the trash in New
Yeah,
York.
New York,
yeah.
it's easy.
There's some like man sitting in the park just like reading all
Sure.
of my hilarious ideas for sketch comedy.
Like, yes, my career has started.
I did go through one recently, and it was like idea for sketch behind the Jew-zic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We were talking about
Mazel tov.
we really want VH1 to have an after the meme, and I think it was inspired by Chris Crocker. Chris
Yes.
Crocker, the Leave Britney Alone guy, has his Wikipedia has like post meme career is like a heading. Like, why don't they have after the meme? But
After the
then
meme would
we
be
realized that we would
great.
probably have to be on
Don't
it.
steal that, TM.
TM. Our registered trademark. I do think that having a podcast where we just invite garbage men on called Garbage Gabbin would be...
I can just go into that.
Oh my God.
What's the grossest thing you
Call it
found?
Garbage pails. Like pals.
Or Garbage Tales. Actually, there was. Remember, David Tell had that great show. There was one where he at 4 a.m. drove around with a garbage man and just fucking hung out with him on his route, and I was just fascinated by it.
The day that I quit the LA Times, it was my last day. 3 years, said goodbye, carrying a cardboard box out to my car, being like, I hope I'm making the right decision, to my 1993 Subaru. And the guy who's the custodian that took out all the garbage in the building drove by and waved at me, and he drove a way nicer car than I did. And I was like,
I made the right decision.
No, I would be better off emptying my own trash in that building. Okay, so
what's
anything
yours?
embarrassing?
Anything?
It's hard to say right now what they would find, because I cleaned out so much stuff, so I really don't have that much stuff. But I do have a story of them finding something embarrassing when they moved me into my apartment in Brooklyn for the first time. When I was in college, I dated a guy that was an RA, and they would have to do all of these programs at the school once a month or whatever that are community building programs, and they did one that was all about sex. So it was all these sex toys were given away, and it was question about sex, and it was it was informative, but also games and stuff. And he came back with a vibrator as some toy that no one won, so he gave it to me. Thanks. And so it sat in my drawer because it was this joke gift that he gave me. So it sat in a box. It was called the Pearl. And it sat in a box in my stuff. And then my parents moved me. We broke up before I graduated, and I forgot that I had this, and my parents moved me into my apartment in Brooklyn, and I just packed everything in boxes, not really paying attention to it, because you have to move out of college by a certain date, and I was really behind on getting all my stuff together, so I wasn't looking through any of my stuff when I packed it. And my mom just came into my room. She was like, here's this box, and put it down and walked away, because my mom is so prudish and so repressed. And I was like, okay, thanks. And I opened it, and the dildo was just sitting in a box at the top of this box, and I was like, oh my God,
your poor mommy.
I know. We never talked about it.
You never talked about it?
Never ever talked about it.
I once went through when I was 6, I was kind of a jerk, and I would go through my family's belongings. Yeah. That's how big of a jerk I was. And I found my mom's mid-80s lingerie, the terrible gross lingerie, snaps in the crotch stuff. And I was just aghast, and I think I put it on over my clothes.
Oh, of course.
And danced around in the mirror.
I put on my mom's bra when she was at work, when I was over all of my clothes, and I was 7. I was like, this is, and I remember being like, that's going to be so weird when I grow these, and I still am wondering. I'm
so
still wondering. I still couldn't fill that
Me
thing
neither.
out. Just amazing. Okay, what's the next one?
All right.
Reach into the purse.
Okay, go.
Into the pretty purse.
All right. Oh, I always forget I
Here we
get
go.
to read these.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice.
I was holding my breath.
I'm sorry. Okay. This is Perfect Day, morning to night. Perfect day for Grace Helbig,
God,
who now is a Los Angeles resident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it could be any. Well, it has to be in Los Angeles.
Well, no, I mean, I'm just saying that maybe you're maybe you would be in Barbados.
Yeah.
I think a legit actual could have it tomorrow. Yeah.
Perfect day would be wake up, have a great night of sleep, full uninterrupted night of sleep. Wake up, it's beautiful out. Drink a really good cup of coffee. Maybe exercise, because that makes me feel good if I actually make myself do it. And then what? What would I do?
We would be there.
Oh, yeah, you guys would be there. Cool. Then it would be
We'd pick you up.
Right. Then Alie and Georgia text me hey, do you want us to come over and make some cocktails? I'm like, yeah, that'd be great. And then I invite a whole bunch of other friends come over, and we just have a cocktail party, and we sit out on my deck, and we drink until the sun goes down. And then our cool chef friends are like, hey, do you want us to come over and make an awesome meal? It's like, yeah, come on over. So everyone comes over and makes delicious food and drinks, and it's a beautiful, beautiful night, and we sit outside, and then we watch horrible, horrible movies.
I love it.
Until we all fall asleep.
I fucking love it.
Yeah.
Can I puke red wine into your toilet at that point?
Of course.
Yeah. Can there be dogs involved?
Yeah, there's tons of dogs running around, but they're all cute and well behaved, and none of them shit in the house.
Yay!
Yeah.
Neither do your friends.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
It's your perfect day. If you could add something in there, Alie.
I always have, this is the saddest thing for like single girls. Single girls always have this like, I'd wake up and I'd have a boyfriend. And then the rest of the day is like, and me and my boyfriend would go to the farmer's market. And then he would tell me I'm pretty.
That's legit.
And I would just start crying. No, I have this. It's so funny because I have all these things that I'm like, one day when I have like a real boyfriend, I'm going to end up going to the farmer's market and then go get dumplings in San Gabriel Valley. And I could do that. I could bro down with my girlfriends and go do that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For some reason, I have all these like miniature road trips that I want to go on that I'm like, I'll wait till I'll put someone in the car that I guess has a penis.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Post road trip sex is what I meant.
Yeah.
Really?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like we had a great day together.
Let's bone at this truck stop.
I'm talking about getting home.
I don't know.
Pervert.
Who's not boned at a truck stop? Am I right, guys?
Not for free, am I right?
Well,
Okay, pick another one.
gas
You didn't
money.
say your perfect day.
What would I add in there? I would add in... Well, I think I'd add in Eggs Benedict at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's like...
Yeah.
God, come on, right?
Yeah. Real good.
I think I would just add in specific foods.
Yeah.
I love that.
To grace. Like, mine is always food.
Yeah.
So maybe Eggs Benedict in the morning. A perfect BLT at lunch.
So funny.
You just perfect.
Had some sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
I know. Like a beautiful BLT and like oysters at dusk.
Oysters, yeah.
Right? And
Yeah,
then
like
what, lobster? Oh my God.
Why not?
Crab? I don't
Fruit
know.
of the sea. Get up on it.
And then, that's pretty much, maybe s'mores. We could make s'mores around a fire thing.
A fire
sounds
fire
pretty dope.
area.
That sounds pretty great.
I think it's funny that none of us said the word yacht in any of that.
Well, it was a fucking yacht.
I
That's
know.
a yacht.
Let's get car sick or
Boat sick.
Right.
Seasick.
Seasick. It's
Boat
fine.
sick.
Marina sick.
There may be a
Yeah,
cat
just sick.
involved in mine too, but it
cat?
gets along with the dogs. It's so cute. You can watch the cat play. Oh my God, the cat's playing with the dogs. It's so cute.
George's house is like
Interspecies.
I
it's
love
like a
interspecies.
3-dimensional YouTube video. It's like we tried to work there. We tried to write there a few times, and it's
Yeah.
just like there's look at that cute thing. Oh, look at that cute
Corgi,
thing.
two cats.
You just can't
A
even work
corgi
there.
and 2 cats. Oh God.
Yeah.
That
Do you have
sounds
pets?
amazing. No, we want to get a dog though.
Yay.
We want a big dog.
Yay.
Yeah.
How come a big one?
Because alone in the place where we live
Yeah.
at night, it can get kind of creepy. So I want a dog just as a security system.
I'm a big champion of security dogs.
Yeah, we're looking at bull mastiffs.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Your
What?
dog is like honestly 4 inches off the ground. Like she's a corgi.
Loud as shit.
She is loud as shit.
That's
but
all you need is something that makes noise. So if
Totally.
someone comes up, they're like, it's not worth it.
Yeah, you know how much less people break into houses that have dogs.
really?
Next time I'll tell you the thing I learned this
100%.
week.
Okay.
100%.
You go research that.
I'm
I'm
going
sure
to.
there's so many robbers that come in like, oh shit, they have a super cute cat. I better get that out of here.
The cat wants to cuddle with
Yeah.
me.
Oh,
Wow, I
hey.
can't resist my urge to film it.
Oh, that's purring.
Okay,
Get
pick another one.
Okay, next. Out of the purse. First time. You guys, now I'm afraid to be surprised.
No, it's okay.
Oh. That's true.
You don't even have to be surprised.
No,
Just
this is
any
true.
kind of reaction.
Okay, so this is this is a segment called Light as a Feather.
Right.
We just made this up today. We can't tell if it's misogynistic or not.
Right.
Okay.
Or if it's like anti-feminist.
Yeah, but it's so light as a feather. Either what's the craziest thing you've done in the name of dieting, or what's your best workout obsession for staying fit? Like if sometimes people are like, you know what, I started weight training.
Yeah, mine
It's
is like
the best
spinning.
thing.
Spinning is the best fucking thing that's
Really?
ever happened to me.
That's what I hear. It's
Yeah,
a great
it's great.
exercise.
But yeah, but light as a feather sounds fucking anorexic.
I know. Like,
But wait a
but
minute.
it's also like, okay, well, I used to be
It's like a
anorexic.
game.
That's the craziest thing I've done in the name of dieting.
Yeah.
We could follow that up with a stiff as a board segment, but
Yeah.
use Vicks Vapor Rub on them.
Like, did you eat? I had a girlfriend who in high school bought Epicac.
What?
She was like, I'm going to make myself barf to be skinny. She took it once and she wanted to kill herself.
There was a guy, I used to run track in high school, and I did it a little bit in college, and one of the shot putters, I think his name wasn't Andre, but it was something like Andre. He was like this huge guy, and before meets, he thought that this would like slim him down and like make him really strong. He would only eat apples and oranges for like 3 days before meets. And I had no idea like what the benefit of that was at all, but like every practice he was just like a huge dude like peeling, like Lennying this little orange in his hand.
I can't imagine how that would help. But we knew this guy named Shane. He had this mom named Walkie, who's a total total MILF.
She could totally be like Real Housewives of the.
What
is she? What are they?
Somewhere Tucson
Taiwanese.
or something.
No, but like
always wearing like fur coats and stuff. And she's tiny and walkie. She's always like looking for like rich dudes to date. But there's the thing called the air quote walkie diet. And when his mom, who's tiny, needs to lose a couple pounds, she eats 2 apples a day.
And for like a week.
And I'm like, that's
You pass
unlivable.
out.
Yeah, she does pass out on it. And Shane is like not a wayfish dude at all, but he's just like, his mom's like, just do the walkie diet. It's like, that's
I love that she named it after herself.
It's like legit
Actually,
anorexia.
when I was in elementary school, I was like sickly thin. They called me the Ethiopian, and I wanted to gain weight, and so I ate a peanut butter. I made a peanut butter and avocado sandwich, and I'm like, I'm just gonna fucking eat fat. And it was just no. I took one bite and threw it away. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever.
Why did you think that would work?
I don't. I just wanted to eat a lot of.
And that's
fat
like
meat.
pretty smart as a elementary school kid to think that avocado was a great weight gainer. I didn't even know what an avocado was until I was like a senior in high school.
Like, how about these omega-3s, y'all? How about these lipids that I'm adding?
What's your favorite fitness thing? What do you love to do?
I run. I haven't belonged to a gym in so long, and so I find it now kind of unnecessary.
Yeah, I agree.
So I'm all about like exercising, but I don't like to take the time to. So I just put sneakers on and then just go, and that's it. But where I live now is like at a very high point, and so the only way to run is down, and then the only way to get back is to run up, which sucks so much. But other than that, if I do go to a gym, I like the ellipticals because it gives you the illusion that you're. A lot of times I've heard this on like sites that the math on the elliptical machines that are telling you like how many calories you burn is like way off.
Really?
I heard that.
Yeah. So you're like, oh my God, I've done this for a half hour, burn like 800 calories.
Those things, the readings stress me out so much.
Really?
Yeah,
To watch
that's why
them go
I hate
up?
those. No, just anything. Like I put a towel over it because I can't fucking
get
do
it.
anything
Yeah.
at it.
I just looked at Groupon for the first time last night. I had never looked at Groupon, and I was like,
So weird.
Oh shit, y'all! Like
I have gotten so many workouts from Groupon.
Oh God, I had never looked at it before, but I was like, I got so excited, I immediately had to pee. And I have this thing where if I walk into a library, I was like, oh, so much. And I was like, I gotta pee, this is exciting.
I'm like that with Target. When I go to Target.
God, it's thrilling.
Yeah.
And they had like circuit Pilates. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I want to do it.
It's really fun. I get bored so easily that I have to do a bunch of things.
This thing that I really, really want is called a treadmill desk. Have you guys seen these?
Heard about
Is that
that?
where you walk at your desk?
Yeah, it's a desk, and then there's like a treadmill that you can slide underneath of it or pull it out, and it's just like a stand-up desk. And so you can just answer your emails all day and be all
I
day
feel like
long.
I would just fall on my face.
I know.
Really
It's
bad.
Very slow paced walking. There was a guy that pioneered a bunch of research, and I heard a radio interview with him, and you just heard like
Because
it's just like so slow, and he's just like does it all day.
Yeah.
Like, well, way to go.
So by the end
brother.
of the day, you've walked like 6 miles, but at a really slow pace.
Yeah, I don't know.
For real. I just got a Bikram. I bought 10 sessions of Bikram yoga, which is like the
hate
super hot
Bikram.
That
spinning.
sounds like hell
Georgia,
on earth.
It's the worst.
Yeah.
I love it so much. It's so awful.
It would just make me feel so claustrophobic.
It is. You
Yeah.
can't take a breath.
No,
It's
I would
awful.
hate that. Yeah.
It's awful. I love it. It smells like a turtle tank in there. It just
Great.
smells, and it's awful.
And people, I don't do yoga.
I like yoga.
I hate regular yoga, but I love torture yoga.
I like
Yeah.
certain kinds of yoga. It has to be like fast paced and not not spiritual at all.
Right. Yeah.
My yoga teacher, my favorite yoga teacher at the YMCA in Hollywood, looks exactly like Dan Harmon. Like, he is Dan Harmon, and it's just so comforting. He doesn't do any of the poses. It's like a crazy full class. Just walks around in his like shorts, and he's just like tells everyone what to do.
Just like a pot belly and a beard.
Yeah, pot belly beard, and he's just like, do this, do that.
Is he the one that plays Black Sabbath?
Yeah, he plays like Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath.
Great
It's the best yoga class I've ever been in.
I gotta get hip to that.
Yeah. Whenever I see Dan Harmon now, I'm like, hey, I really like your yoga. Oh wait, that's not you. Okay, pick another one.
You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm gonna try and curb my response. Oh, interesting. Okay. I feel like these are two girly ones in a row, you guys. Okay. But this is a fucking slumber party.
Yeah. And there's 3 girls in here.
Yeah,
so it's
exactly. Okay. Can't live without beauty product or DIY beauty trick.
Mayonnaise in here? Like mayonnaise.
Georgia convinced me once to put mayonnaise in my hair, and I was like, awesome.
What does it do?
It's so, like, all the fats and stuff make your hair so smooth and soft. It smells a little bit bad for a while.
It does smell. You smell like a hoagie, but the problem was I tried it in my unair-conditioned apartment in August. So within minutes, it was running in streams down my face and neck, and I was like, oh,
fun.
I should have done this in
a better
cool
one is
locale.
2 crushed asprin, honey, and a drop of water facial mask.
Really?
Best.
What do you
have
have
amazing
aspirin do?
skin though?
Yeah,
the aspirin is the honey is an antibacterial, and the aspirin is an anti-redness. So if you have like red zits left over, it gets rid of them. And then you can also exfoliate your face with the crushed up aspirin.
And then you can just lick it straight off.
And then you lick your face, and you feel better, and it's sweet.
I have this thing where I cannot go to sleep without washing my makeup off.
Good for you.
And it's like a weird where I could be like blackout drunk and I will somehow remember to wash my face. Like, it's happened before. After my birthday, it was like a mess. I got home and then I was like so drunk, but still like drunkenly went to, because I saw in the bathroom the next morning that like my face wash was like everywhere. But I love the Neutrogena makeup wipes. I use them all the time.
Next to your bed when you...
Yeah, well, I carry them with me. I carry one in my bag and I have one pack at home. Mm-hmm. So in case I need to go to auditions or something where it's like I need to put on a lot of makeup or I have to take off a lot of makeup because I have to go from one thing to the next, I just keep them there because they're super easy. And I use them like if I feel kind of gross. It's just like a general
I get
cleanser.
those. I have
sponge bath myself.
Yeah, but they're pretty great. Yeah, because I was somewhere. I think I was like going out to dinner or something, and I had been like sweating or something, and I was like smelling myself before I went into the dinner. I was like, I can smell myself. That means other people can smell me. And I literally like lathered myself down with these makeup wipes.
You took a whore bath, basically.
I did. I took a whore French bath.
Nice.
It was great.
Oh, yeah.
That's legit. I don't mind that.
Yeah. So I use those all the time before I wash my, and then I use like a face wash after.
Oh, that's smart.
I can always tell how drunk I am by whether or not, or how drunk I was by whether or not I washed my face.
Yeah.
Like if I wake up, and it doesn't happen often, maybe a couple times a year. If I wake up, my makeup's still on, like I drank too much last night.
Yeah.
We went to karaoke and they had very inexpensive white wine, and I woke up in my boots.
Alie is on a whole other level.
Yeah.
I fall asleep anywhere, anytime, inappropriately, drunk, sober, happy, sad, anywhere.
Yeah.
I just on the floor a lot. When even perfectly fine night, I cannot explain it. I don't know what happens, but I remember waking up and I had a dick drawn on my arm in Sharpie, and then I realized it was on my left arm, which meant I had drawn it.
I think that morning I woke up with one too, and I sent you the photo. It was definitely you who drew it.
That was a bad one.
Should we do one more? What do you think?
Let's do one more. Or no, let's do Fuck That.
Oh, okay.
Let's fuck some stuff.
Okay. I didn't write mine down this time. Okay, so this is a segment called Fuck That.
Okay.
So here's the deal. So it's two things. One that you hate, that you're like, fuck that. It can be a thing that happened to you. It can be a person. It can be a fact of life. It can be a food, whatever. And then another thing that you like so much that you're like, I would fuck that. So it's a dichotomous. I'll give you a minute to think.
Okay.
Would you? I have some.
You go ahead.
Okay. This is really dumb, but I always say that. But it's been raining in LA for like 3 days, and I'm from San Francisco, and it's made me like really, really comfortable, but it's also made me comfortable to the point where I don't want to leave the house.
Yeah.
But I'm already like having anxiety about the fact that like it's supposed to clear up tomorrow, and I'm super fucking bummed about it.
Me too. No, Tuesday. It's not supposed to.
Is
clear
it
up till
okay?
Tuesday. Well, I guess yeah.
It's like a countdown of to like
You have
summer
one more
vacation is
day.
over.
Yeah.
Because in LA we don't get it, but when it's raining, everyone feels entitled to ramen and stuff.
Nobody minds that
yeah.
you stay home on a Saturday night.
So
yeah, that sounds really
if you're-
depressing, but
you know what I mean. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm so sorry that I missed your art opening, but you know it was raining. And I was like,
Yeah.
I get it. So it's like
Yeah.
the
you have
best.
one more day. I just heard it on the radio.
Oh God. Okay, so that's super awesome. And then this is the really dumb thing also, but I have developed a deeper hatred for Chris Brown than I had ever before, because he's an asshole and he beats people up and stuff, and he's very impulsive and he runs around without a shirt, and he deleted his Twitter account because he got into a terrible argument with this other Twitter comedian,
Johnson.
Jenny Johnson, half five, and he wanted to shart on her retina, which is so graphic.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. He and Rihanna's like boning him again. And I was like, I hate you for a million reasons, Chris Brown. I don't even know your music. And then I Shazammed this terrible song. And I was like, fuck, this is Chris Brown.
What is it?
It's this one where he's like, don't wake me up, up. And I'm like, you probably didn't even write this. And it's in my head all the time. And I hated you for so many reasons, but now I hate you on a whole nother level. Fucking Chris Brown.
I think my fuck that and fuck that is the same thing.
What?
Wow.
It is Panda Express. Because I had to go to a Sprint store this morning, and it's next door to a Panda Express, and it took everything in me, every single ounce of willpower that I have, not to go eat orange chicken and chow mein.
For reals. So you would fuck that, but you also resent it for its allure.
I feel like there's part of me that's like, okay, for the rest of the week, I'm going to eat really healthy, so that when I eat it, inevitably, like by myself and like watching a like Nashville or something. Ooh, can that be another one? Nashville.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna feel okay about it.
That's an interesting balance. It's a love-hate relationship with Panda Express.
And I don't even care. I'm talking like once every 3 years.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
It's just necessary.
People here love Panda Express.
We do.
Panda Express is the thing that happens to you.
Yeah.
It's not a thing that you select. It happens. It's an impulse. Like, it's a werewolfy impulse that you're like, this is just going to happen. It's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
But also, I might fuck Nashville. It's
Oh my God.
It's such a bad,
Chris, do you
bad,
watch?
bad
No,
show.
and I've heard all of the same things about it.
It's such
I feel
a bad
like I
show.
No, it's not.
good, bad.
It's so good.
Hayden Panettiere.
She's
Can't
terrible.
go wrong with that
No.
girl.
What is her last name? Because I just say Panettiere.
You just got it,
Panettiere?
Panettiere is how you say it?
I don't fucking know.
People say it.
She has some
all different
tiny,
kinds.
tiny hamster hands.
She looks like a little gymnast.
I
Yeah,
know
she
she
does.
does.
I just remember her from Friday Night Lights, the
Word.
movie, and then
Was she in the movie? That's weird.
Yeah,
Because
she's the
Connie
little girl.
Britton's in the.
yeah, she's the little girl in the movie, and then all of a sudden she started doing like Noxzema commercials or something.
Friday Night Lights was a movie, and then it was a TV show.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
Isn't
totally.
it weird that Connie? Can I?
Clear
Has
eyes for heart.
someone already put that together?
I
That
didn't
that's
know
weird that
that.
Connie Britton was
I
in the
don't
TV
know.
show, and now she's in a. No,
I don't know what a Connie Britton is. It's like
Oh.
if you were eating a salad, and you're like, "What's this vegetable?" It's a Connie Britton. You're like, "I don't know."
Yeah, I guess.
But get hip to it. It's terrible. Everyone's hair extensions are perfect,
Great.
which is distracting.
Love it.
And
And the songs are actually
there's a
kind of
lot
good.
of drama.
Well, the posters are the most hilarious thing. It's like her laying on her side, and then the girl like sitting with her feet like on top of her.
Yeah.
Have you seen those posters?
Yeah,
No.
I have. In like in like a throne.
Yeah, she's laying in a throne, and then
No.
Hayden's just like on the ground in front of her,
Yeah.
and it's really
she's like
poorly
she's
photoshopped.
like a bear rug.
yeah,
in front
exactly.
of her.
It's
no.
so
Okay, well
weird.
let's end Slumber Party with Grace's fuck that.
All right.
Okay. My fuck that awesome thing is pho after a night of drinking.
Fuck
I've
yeah.
had this new thing. Yeah. Oh fuck. This Hannah Hart and Mamie Hart and I got really, really drunk in New York before we came out here. And we all like slept at my place, then woke up the next morning, and we were all looking at each other, being like, "I crave soup." And so we bought so much soup from this Asian place, and we called it Super Bowl Sunday because it was on Sunday. And now that's like become a thing. And we all got really drunk out here like a week ago, and we went and got pho right after, and it was like the greatest.
Are
And
we
were-
talking late night or next morning?
the next morning
Okay.
at like 1 o'clock the next day.
Right.
And we were like so excited that we were like audibly cheering in the back of this pho restaurant, being like, yes, 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 every time they delivered food to
Oh my
us.
God.
Where did you go?
There's a place. It's like 2841 or something. It's unmarked.
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's
yeah.
it's
In
by,
Silver Lake.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
so,
by.
that's the jam.
Yeah, it's by Cowboys and Turbans.
Hell yeah.
We have
which is also amazing.
Oh, it's so good. Don't go to the sushi place though. We went there and it's the worst sushi I've ever
good
fucking
to
had in my
know.
life.
Good
But the
to
Indian
know.
food is great.
Yeah.
There's a ramen. I don't know if you like ramen as well.
Silver Lake Ramen?
No,
I
there's
went there.
there's ramen downtown in Little Tokyo.
Oh, yeah.
It's like Kikuya.
It's a 4-day wait.
It is
You just get
the
there and then you
best.
sleep in your car until someone kind of feebly shouts your name.
It is the best bowl.
It's like Black
of-
Friday Best Buy.
Yeah. It's
You know what
just
the
that.
best thing about ramen is if you ever have leftovers and you take it home and you put it in the fridge and the next day it's solid
Yeah.
and you're like, damn, that's a shit ton of pork fat.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah,
it's so
exactly.
good.
Exactly.
Okay, so
so-
that's your fuck that. What's your
The thing I hate right now is I think it's AT&T. I've been trying to get them to install my internet in my place, and they brought a guy out and he went to install it and he was like, I can't install it, you have to get a wire technician to come out and do this. I was on the phone with them for over an hour and they just kept transferring me to new people, and then they would hang up by accident instead of transferring me, so I had to like call back like 3 times. It was the worst. And then I finally got an appointment rescheduled for Monday. And then I got an email yesterday being like, your appointment's been canceled, with like no reason as to why. I called back today and was like on with so many different people. Then they're like, I had to transfer you to that department. And then they transfer me. It's like, this department is closed today.
I hate everyone.
It is
I hate
the
everyone.
I have a
worst.
question.
Yeah.
Don't they know who you are?
Well, that's the thing. Is you have like a bazillion Twitter followers. Can't you just be like, yo, at AT&T,
Yeah,
I want
I
to
know.
murder
Do you
your
ever
face.
use your poll for
I
anything?
don't. And I don't like doing it for some reason.
should.
We've done
I
it
don't like-
once when we wanted to get reservation. We wanted to go to a restaurant in New York, and like they were kind of being dicks, and like they wouldn't give us a reservation. And I called back, and I was like, "I'm calling for Alie and Georgia from Cooking Channel," and they were like, "Come right in, come on right in." And we didn't
Wow.
go. Just
We ended up
fuck them.
Yeah, we just didn't go. But it was one of those moments where it was like I was like nervous to the point of wanting to vomit. Of like, oh my god, this is such an abuse of everything.
I know. That's how I feel
And
too. I hate
if we pull it off, that's great.
I know. That's
Yeah.
exactly how I feel. I always feel like too self-conscious about either asking for something or tweeting at someone that I think is like awesome, because I'm like, what if they don't respond? Oh my god,
Yeah.
I put myself out there. It's too vulnerable.
I'll put it out there.
Yeah.
I
Makes
mean,
me so
besides,
nervous.
on a closing note of what I learned this week, I learned anyway that this dimension is probably not even real. So it's fine. I was listening to a physics podcast.
Perfect.
This doesn't even exist.
probably
So
doesn't.
just fuck it.
Great.
Fuck it
Just
all.
fuck everything.
Fuck it.
Grace, why don't you tell us where everyone can find you if
Yeah,
they
where
don't
can we
already know
stalk
you
you?
by heart?
Sure. You can stalk me at youtube.com/dailygrace or on Twitter at Grace Helbig.
It's so good. Her Daily
is-
Grace is so
yeah.
fucking
Aw,
funny, and every
yeah.
day there's a different theme. And if you have not watched her, then you're going to fall hopelessly, sadly in love with
Yeah.
her. So prepare
There's
yourself.
just
so
so
sweet.
charming and so funny, and I love
You
it.
can't even tell that she's a transsexual, which I think is so interesting.
Yeah, exactly.
Making our guests feel comfortable, Alie.
I'm kidding.
I can finally let my boner out. Hooray!
No, Grace is like the hottest, funniest thing ever. So get up on her. She's fantastic.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you for being
Thanks
here.
Thanks for having me.
Have some cookies.
Yeah, let's eat cookies.
We froze your bra.
Thanks for listening, Alie and Georgia. Slumber Party. We love you.
We really actually do.
We love you.
Whoa.
We kind of want to date you. Okay.